Guten Morgen, mein Liebchens. This is Royce Miller coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. And today on the docket, we're going into that, well, everyone loves. Definitely not getting sick of it. Definitely not judging me constantly for doing it. We're going back to trying drinks. For real though, just guys, if you want the content where I eat stuff, you gotta watch the content where I drink stuff. I can't keep doing this if you ignore videos. Anyway, we actually got a 3 for today. I'm trying sparkling waters. What is sparkling water? Well, imagine soda. Now imagine bad soda. Now imagine bad soda that claims to be healthy. And that's sparkling water. So we have SpongeBob soda. Or SpongeBob Bikini Bottom Cooler pineapple drink. We have clickbait made by a Trumper. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Cherry Lime Night Watch Cherry Lime drink. And finally, we have Liquid Death. Murder your thirst. This infinitely recyclable can of stone cold sparkling water clawed its way from deep inside the earth to murder your thirst. When a group of teenagers set off into the mountains for a weekend of drinking regular water in plastic bottles, they became hunted by an aluminum can of mountain water that was dead set on murdering their thirsts and recycling their souls. Once cracked open, no thirst is safe from liquid death. After ritually dismembering its thirst victims, this brutal can of water used the severed body parts of dead thirst to build itself a flesh suit, which it used as a disguise to get a job in marketing. Liquid Death never took the job; it just murdered a bunch more thirsts instead. This is weird to me because this kind of almost like old English text font reads very alcoholic to me. Like, this is what you put on a beer. This is not what you put on water. Even carbonated water. But let's try the Liquid Death. It's water. It's carbonated water. What is the... Does it have ingredients? There we go. Bland County, Virginia. Bottled for Liquid Death mountain water. Where's the... What needs to be ingredients on this can? Where's the ingredients on this can? There's no health. There's no health information. There's nothing. That is. So, like, with plain sparkling water in particular, I always think back to when I was a little kid. My Grandma Cindy and Grandpa George used to own an RV. And it was a weird RV, too. It wasn't like a traditional RV. It was basically a van that had a small kitchenette and a loft above the... And, I think it had a loft above the driver's seat. It was a strange vehicle. Anyway, we used to go on... And, we'd never go camping in it because, my grandparents' version of camping was a 2-star motel. You know, their version of camping was no room service and having to get your own ice. They were big-time gamblers, comped a lot of rooms in Vegas. In fact, when they used to visit us in Glenwood, they'd stay at the Ameristar, and we'd go to the buffet, and we'd have just a grand old time. Which, man, the Ameristar, I love that place. Anyway. uh, we'd always stop at convenience stores and get snacks. And us kids would always get, like, a pop and a chip or a candy bar. And for some reason, I always associate that van with bugles specifically, but my grandma usually got my grandma Cindy would usually get a sparkling water, and it would come in a plastic bottle, kind of like a Fiji bottle, I think. I don't know if it was Fiji who made them or if I just remember it being a square bottle for some reason. And it was just, it was just a sparkling water. And then we'd try it, and it would taste so weird to us because it tasted kind of like soda, except it was very bland. So all you really tasted was the sodium. This, though, like, it could just be that I'm thirsty, but, like, there's a bit of sweetness to this. I'm curious if there is sugar in it. That's why I was hoping I could find a list of ingredients. Anyway, now we go on to SpongeBob SquarePants. As I said, bikini bottom cooler, pineapple drink. SpongeBob SquarePants, man, I loved that show growing up. Like, there were so many, like, really chill, mellow shows when I was a kid. And, like, they had their goofy antics, but I mean, like, when you got down to the brass tacks of it, it was that they were very plain shows. Like, SpongeBob had a lot of goofy stuff in it. Like, Plankton is this mad genius whose ultimate goal is to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula. But ultimately, it's about SpongeBob and Patrick, a slacker and a fast food employee just living their lives with a grumpy neighbor, a tech savvy friend, and a bad boss. Zdorowa. I will say I'm having these warm. It's been over a week since my tooth extraction's still a little sore, but cold would just, like, really be like, ugh. You know what I mean? On my sensitive teeth. So this one actually does have ingredients and stuff. So let's see: carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavor, potassium citrate, sodium citrate, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, magnesium citrate, sucralose, FD&C yellow 5. Now, sucralose is, I believe, just like a lab sugar, right? It's not a natural sugar, it's a lab sugar, which means that it's either like some kind of like high fructose corn syrup thing, or it's a synthetic sugar like Splenda. Oh wow, 5 calories. That's really good, actually. Because, like, it tastes pretty sweet. I like sodas that taste sweet. Ooh, that's tart too. It's like I said, I don't mind pineapple flavor. I just don't particularly enjoy it on pizza. For me, I think it's the mix of tomato sauce and pineapple, which isn't even because it's got tomatoes in it. Like, tomatoes have a lot of citric acid in them as it is. But I'm talking about the savory ingredient, the herbal ingredients of tomato sauce, the oregano, the thyme, I think. Oh, Lord, I don't know the ingredients of pizza sauce. Like, I think a pineapple would work. I think pineapple would actually work better on a white pizza, with kind of cream sauce, or even just a cheese, or even like a flatbread, like a pizza margarita where it doesn't have any sauce in there. And, like, look, for those who aren't as tuned into internet culture as I am, we all know there's a common sentiment nowadays that SpongeBob started going downhill after the first movie. Excuse me. that's when Steve Hillenburg, the creator, who actually went to school for marine biology, and based the TV show off his summers working as a fry cook in coastal California, which shows a lot in the show. Bikini Bottom is clearly a beach town. And then of course you have that fan theory that like the reason all the sea creatures in that world are sentient is because Bikini Bottom is literally at the bottom of Bikini Atoll where the nuclear disaster happened and they're all mutated. But that's not really canon. That's just a fan theory that's kind of dumb. Although this is also giving me flashbacks to when I was a little kid and went to my other grandma's house for summers. She had 2 SpongeBob games that my cousin got, and we would play them at grandma's house on her old computer. There was a really good point and click game and one that was kind of like a series of mini games. The point and click game was a lot of fun. It was kind of like baby's first Sam and Max. Man, I wish I could play Sam and Max sometime. Like the old Sam and Max, not the new ones made by Telltale. Or no, Traveler's Tale? No, I think it's Telltale. Yeah, Telltale. I do not like Telltale games. If you don't know what Telltale is, basically their way of making video games is to make a visual novel that you have to do quick time events through. Which I don't like it. I do not like it. I prefer, that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, on to the last one. FNAF Security Breach Night Watch Cherry Lime Drink. How many calories do you... Oh my god! 180 calories. So there is more sugar in this than, let's see here. 5 divided by 18 is 3, so 36 cans of this. 36 cans of this would equal the same amount of sugar as 1 can of this. That is nuts. Weirdly less ingredients, though. Carbonated water, sugar, citric acid, natural flavor, potassium sorbate, potassium benzoate, FD and C Blue 1. I didn't even plan for this. Like, I thought... calories, not sugar, calories. Total sugar is 43, whereas the total sugars in this are 0. So that was like a artificial sugar that wasn't technically sugar. Where do the 5 calories come from then? Probably the preservatives, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully because this has real sugar in it, it should be the best tasting. But I mean, it's got a brand I hate on it, so. Oh, damn it! That actually does taste good. Damn. God damn it. After Bland 1 and Bland 2, this thing actually got some oomph to it. And it's probably the best cherry limeade experience I've ever had, because like cherry limeade is one of those things that gets tossed around a lot, but it's usually in the sugar-free stuff, so it doesn't taste good. And artificial cherry is just a wretched flavor. This kind of gets the balance of cherry to lime right. I gotta put that away. That's gonna threaten me. I gotta remember. It's way more calories than this. Oh, man. This now just tastes like acid water. Like, there's very little pineapple flavor now. Well, shoot. I think it's funny, too, because, like, These both appeal to kids, but are vastly different concoctions. Both are sparkling waters, but this one is purportedly healthy. This one is a can of sugar, 180 calories, 43 grams of sugar. Like, that's a lot of sweetness, and that's aimed at kids too. Is the weird thing. Excuse me. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm out.